No, because you can't hit a lady with defense either. Like if a hot girl, like if Paris Hilton came and started clawing your eyes out, and you were like, "Kadoosh!" Like everybody would be super pissed at you.
Anthony Eugenio. We're gonna have a guest calling. Very funny. Wayne Russell, everybody.
Welcome to the Open Mic Pain with Anthony and Wayne podcast.
What's up, folks? It's been a while. 3 weeks without the original crew. We got quite diverse in here. We sure fucking did. Good job, Jeremy.
I do my best.
Yeah, you did great, man. Those were entertaining.
I had a great time, honestly. I filmed them, honestly, like 4 to 6 weeks ago, or 3 to 5 weeks ago at this point, but we had a great time, especially, Nick's episode was interesting because it was like, we were just on a couch together, and that was like, totally different vibe, and then at Grand 10, we just had a great time just riffing and shooting the shit, so, with Jeremy Lee, so.
If you don't walk away from that episode with a couple bits, I'm gonna be so angry. You had some zingers in there.
I know. I listened back to it just to make sure everything was good, and now I'm going to listen back and just, like, write down notes. Because I remember the whole time we were recording, we were like, damn, I'm going to do that as a bit. And I can't remember any of them now.
Yeah, the thing that made me laugh the most was when Jeremy said, Jews fast too. And you said, is that to save money on food? Yeah, that's a good time. Yeah, Jeremy, so
Anthony clearly didn't listen.
No. Nope.
Do you listen to even when you're on the episode, or you just not listen?
No.
Hey,
I'm here
it.
right now. And then when I wasn't there, I don't care to be there. So it doesn't matter to me. No. Wayne will listen. He'll tell me if anything pops up.
Yeah, I
listen. Editing them.
I listen a couple times. When I edit, I listen all the way through. And then I usually listen back, not all the time, but I usually listen back again when it's out on platforms just to see, like, if I could have done something better. And most of the times the answer is yes, and I always forget what it is. But I do pay attention to that. I just don't act on it.
Like what you can edit better or what you could do on the podcast better?
Edit better. Like noises that I miss or noises that I make or... if there's something that, because everybody has their quirks or the little things that go on. Maybe Jeremy, like, smacks his lips while he's listening. You don't, but I'm just saying, like, maybe you're sitting there going, and maybe I miss it, and that's something I should look out for. So I do listen for that as well.
Yeah, there was one episode I spent, like, 8 hours
come
editing.
Come up to mics and complain about our sound quality? Wayne cares, at least. Might not come out good, but he cares.
It takes a while to edit these goddamn episodes. I spent 8 hours on the first one I did. And I just got bored at some point, so I was, like, marking things, and I was like, Wayne hits microphone, time number 47 or whatever. Like, I was just putting them all so I knew what to come back to and, like, how to edit it when I came back to it. But, yeah, it takes a while to edit. Yeah. You got to listen to it multiple times. So, yeah, like you're saying, we'll still get shit, but...
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You care so much, Wayne. And people, I've learned the ones that say I don't give a fuck the most. That's what you'll find.
Yeah, sometimes I care.
When you always care.
We're definitely self-critical.
Whatever.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, where have we been the last 3 weeks? Wayne, where have you been in life? What have you been doing?
So... I had a pretty quiet end to August, so I didn't have much going on other than the show we did at Loudon, New Hampshire, which went off without a hitch. It was great.
Awesome.
Well, we did the Comedy Clash, too. Should we start there?
We did do that. I forgot. That was after, yeah.
Is that a contest?
Yeah, that was the one, the South Shore Comedy Clash at Sweeney.
Oh, yes.
And we
lost.
How'd y'all
do?
We lost so hard. I went right. So I lost because of you, Jeremy, you dickhead. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't because of you, but you were like, "Can you film my set?" And I'm like, "Man, they're really like making us run on stage right after each other's set ends. This is gonna be tough." So I held your phone, and then they called my name as I was holding your phone. I threw it back, and I ran on stage.
I was at this event?
Yeah, you were in the contest, you dickhead. The Sweeney's Comedy Done.
Oh, yes. We'll get into it, but my memory's not been great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
sense.
was a while ago now, and I
That
am
was,
on weed memory, so
Yeah.
Yep.
I totally
Overall,
forgot
it
you
was a
recorded
really
that.
good. I mean, I don't know how your night was because I didn't get down there on the Friday, but I was there for rounds 2 and 3. Round 2, which was the one I was on, everybody freaking crushed. It was crazy. I didn't make it through. It was Ethan Cannon and Andrew Haskell that made it through on my round. Both very well deserved. But we had a packed house on ours, and man, they were so generous. They were such good laughers.
that's good. Yeah,
That's
not our
awesome.
night. We were
We
light
had,
showing and yeah, tough crowd.
We were in like the green room of like that little alcove thing. I assume you guys were in a similar boat, like the alcove next to the actual restaurant. And as as people are walking in, we're all like, they're a little older crowd. And then right before everyone goes up, Mike Katrobis comes out and goes, "I'm not lying, guys. This is the oldest crowd I ever had by far." Like
Yeah.
it was full basically, but at least 50% of the people there had literal walkers or canes.
Yeah.
Like it was
That's
an old
wild.
ass crowd. So you can imagine my set didn't go great. I tried to adjust on
No.
the fly, but
That's a Friday night crowd, which I've learned doing a couple like of the same venue 2 nights in a row type of shows that Saturday is a completely different experience than a Friday show. And then a 5:30 to 7:30 if you do like a double on the same night, that's a completely different crowd. The 5:30 crowd comes into this is like a way older crowd than the 7:30 crowd. Just because old people will be down to see comedy at 5:30 in the afternoon like fucking crazy people.
and then if you get like an 11 o'clock, like if you do like they have 3 shows back to back, that 11 o'clock crowd's gonna laugh at some pretty dark shit usually, which is great. You love
Yeah,
to see
and
it.
they're going to be hammered. They're going to be hammered
Yeah.
and they're going to laugh at dark stuff. So you're going to deal with hecklers, but be able to tell them to fuck themselves.
Just don't give
Speaking
them the
of
microphone.
That's true. So we lost. Yes, contest was fun. Ethan won, right?
Ethan did win. Yeah, it was Ethan number 1. Tyler Hittner came in second, and friend of the show, huge piece of shit, Justin George came in third.
Oh wow, that must have been a mistake somewhere. That's good. It's good to benefit from
I didn't
mistakes
see him
every
in the
once in a while.
finals, but his set in the third round was incredible.
Incredible, not credible. You mean?
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah,
was
we
good.
And then we produced our own show, Wayne.
Yep. So we went back to that campground in Loudon.
Finally got to do it. I didn't get offered a
It was
better show.
myself. Yep. Anthony didn't back out this time. We had Kaylee Krenzer and Brian Glowacki was the headliner. I hosted. I was pretty happy with myself on this one. I'm going to talk about me for a second. I did.
No,
last
you
year.
were indisposed at the time, Jeremy. you were
Yeah.
a little indisposed.
touche.
We could have FaceTimed you.
We could have FaceTimed you in.
Off. Yeah. But Wayne, you want to brag about how you super mega crushed or something like that?
No, I did well for hosting. I guess right. I mean, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
You just took all the wind out of his balloon.
I know. I almost felt bad.
No, I did. You know, towards the end, I would say towards the end, I started picking up a lot of steam. But anyways, that wasn't what I was happy about.
I will let you know, though. I will let you know that I am the single greatest comedian that has ever existed. All right,
Let the
go ahead.
record state.
So I was pretty happy because last year I did this show and Jacques hosted, and I featured for Carolyn Plummer. I think I did like 18 minutes or something like that. And when it was coming up this time, I was like, "What the hell am I going to do?" I was like, "I already did 18 minutes. I got to host the thing. Like, I don't have another 10 minutes, even 5 minutes." I came across the video from last year and I listened to it, and I barely do any of the same jokes. So I had, I think I did 13 and a half minutes where I only reused 2 jokes, which one was because I had another joke that called back to it later in the set, and the other one was because I added on to it. They obviously they don't remember it. You know, they don't remember any of the jokes, so it doesn't matter. But I was happy with myself. I did a lot of writing in a year.
I bet.
Did you?
lot of
So
writing-
you can't even
I'm
repeat
fucking-
jokes.
What's that?
You can't repeat
fucking
jokes
proud
a
of
year
you.
later, even if
Well,
it's
you
like.
could, but it was the same.
It's all the
crowd.
same people.
Oh, it is the same people. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a campground. They're all seasonal campers there. They were all there
Oh,
last
okay.
year. They all did not remember who I was, so it wouldn't matter anyways. But it just for me, it was a little personal victory that I didn't repeat 95% of my shit.
That's great.
I mean, it kind of would have
Honestly.
been an achievement if you didn't repeat any of it. It's kind of like saying, like, I only killed 2 people. I'm celebrating because I would normally have killed 10 people.
Yeah, I mean,
Anthony
maybe.
can't let you have any win.
No, I can't. That's all right, though.
I won't let you have it. Sorry.
But
I'll say
we
2
did
people,
have-
though, is 1 less than a serial killer. So the achievement there being you didn't reach serial killer status. So
You know what? You do find the pearl in the serial killer oyster.
So we did have a couple hecklers. So during my set, like one guy said a couple things. I was just like, well, whatever. I ignored him. Kaylee Krenzer went up, and that guy, who was an older gentleman, another older person, started getting kind of like gross. You know what I mean? Like just making comments because Kaylee's a younger woman, and they started kind of like saying some stuff, and she put them in their place very well, but they still didn't stop. So when I went up, I was like, keep it going for Kaylee. Everyone is like, guys, don't forget, keep talking to a minimum. Then I looked at the guys, I was like, that means shut the fuck up. And then I brought Anthony up. They didn't shut the fuck up. So Anthony did a lot of shut the fuck ups, which was awesome.
yeah, I was gonna say Anthony definitely wasn't gonna take that well.
Anthony can tell you more about it if he wants to, but I will say Anthony bullied this guy so hard that he left the show, came back after Anthony was off stage, and then Brian Glowacki bullied him so he left again. And it was fucking incredible.
That's what they deserve. That's really good. I love that.
Well,
Yep, and
this
that
is the
guy,
thing. Wayne is... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, that guy is not invited next year. I talked to the guy running. He's like, he's not fucking coming back next year. I'm not going to sell him a ticket. So...
Yeah, the thing of Wayne, what he's blessed with is a unintimidating face. And no matter what he says to negative to you, you will do the opposite. It's a compulsion that the world has.
Yeah,
But
tell my son
it's a good thing. Yeah, exactly. Wayne knows. But it's a lovable face. It's a face that in a rapture-style moment where I'm killing you to take all of your resources, Jeremy, I leave Wayne alive because I'd feel bad about how easily it'd be to kill him. So I would leave him going. My point being is that these guys, he tried to use an Anthony line, which is you say something nice and then you say, that means shut the fuck up. It's a great line, but coming out of Wayne's face, they didn't take it at all. Even the people in the crowd, it was pretty silent after that, which is weird.
Yeah, there was like
Normally,
5 people out of 109 that laughed.
Yeah,
And then Anthony went up and
Yikes.
said the same exact thing, and
Yikes.
everybody laughed.
they did. They did because it's believable. Because I'm really angry. But yeah, so I don't mind. This is the thing. I don't mind this at all. And I told the guy who runs it, who's super fucking sweet, such a good dude. He was upset that happened. Like, oh, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if it messes me up completely, then I'm bummed. But that never really happens because usually you get huge pops from yelling at these people. The problem with this guy is 9 out of 10 times when you're dealing with a heckler, and you're dealing with a heckler and you do the whole, hey, shut the fuck up. Everybody laughs. They go, I get it now. And then they shut up. And then the show moves on, and we got a big pop. They got to say what they wanted to say. I'm completely cool with that. It all works. It keeps the energy going. But this guy didn't have that in his head. Like, I told him on multiple times, like, hey, time to shut your goddamn mouth, you old bastard. And he, every time would shut up, and then he'd start, like, trying to guess punchlines and all this bullshit that disrupts the show. I said
Out
this
loud?
fucking guy one time. Oh, yeah. He's just yelling. He's yelling the whole time. So I did something I normally don't do because it derails your set a little bit, but I was featuring, so I was going to do like 25 minutes in that ballpark, so I knew I had some time. So I broke out of my set. I was like, all right, man. I was like, listen, I'm not even joking anymore. you can't do that. You can't talk as much as you guys are talking. You have to shut up now. You have to just stop it and talking. And now it's not funny. Now no one's laughing, but you have to shut up. And I had to restart basically all the energy again. And I lost people a little bit from that, but that guy got up and left, so I didn't have to deal with it for the rest of the set. But it took to that level where I had to
got them
stop.
back. You got them back pretty quickly. I want to say maybe
Yeah, it took a joke.
2 minutes later, they were fully back on your side again.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you don't want that. I mean, I had good momentum going into that time, where I was really at a high point of my set, and I had to kind of fuck it up to do that. But that's what, sorry, go ahead. You're itching.
I was going to say, Dane Cook, on one of his specials, he said it right. He told a heckler to shut the fuck up. And everybody got silent, and he was like, man, it's like daddy hit mommy at the dinner table. We're all trying to finish our mashed potatoes. And that's exactly what it feels like. That's the perfect way to describe it. When when you have to when an adult has to lay into another adult, it's so uncomfortable. And that energy does kind of wash over the room, but sometimes it has to be done.
And
that reminds me. Did y'all see the fucking Phillies game? With the ball?
With the Karen taking the baseball?
Oh my god, yes.
Like, that's exactly the vibe I imagine of, like, everyone around that woman taking the ball. Like, there's a video of, like, everyone's faces, and they're all just, like, you can feel the awkwardness. It's tangible.
All right, here's a question I'll ask both of you. Wayne, you seen the video?
Yeah.
All right. Are you doing what that guy's doing? You're gonna,
You mean scream like a little bitch when a middle-aged woman walks up to me? Did you see that? He was like, "Bah!"
Yeah, he was like,
no. In all honesty, I will not say. I won't berate him for giving the ball up, because sometimes you just don't fuck with crazy, especially when you have your kid there.
That's why I'm asking, because you're usually a pretty passive person.
I can be passive. That would not have been a passive moment for me. That would have been get the fuck away from me.
Because she was a woman.
Just get away. I get the ball. If this fatness can get there before your old ass hips, it's my ball.
It is. So that is the rules. Those be the rules. You don't get because she's basically said because it landed in her section that she deserved it. But yeah, Jeremy, what about you? So this is she basically said to that guy, I will hurt you if you don't give me this ball. So how are you? Are you like, it's just a baseball? What are we doing here?
If my kid's there, I would probably acquiesce. I would push back a little more. I wouldn't be a bitch about it like he was. But if I'm alone, or if my kid's a little older, if my kid's 13, 14, 15, I got a temper that I don't let out often, but I would have lost it. I would have fucking lost it on that woman. And if it goes to blows, then it is what it is. I don't know if you guys saw the video, similar time, of that woman in the Texans TJ Watt jersey who got into a full fist fight with a dude and came out just
she sure did.
She looked like she was in a WWE steel cage match. She was just bloodied from eyes to hips.
She looked like JJ Watt in that game where he was all bloodied. It was fucking awesome.
But
someone wrote
she had way more blood than JJ Watt
ever.
Literally, yes, I did see that. So that's probably where it would have ended for me. As long as I'm not thinking this bitch has a gun, I'll go toe to toe for sure. Just you can catch the ball, dude. That's the rules. Everyone knows the rules. Catch the ball or don't.
Yeah, he was clearly
bitching out.
We would have said gay a couple of years ago. You're not supposed to say that anymore, but he was pretty gay, that guy. I mean, you saw how he reacted when she did that to him, and you'd think, looking at it, that she was the gay, but she was actually with her husband and all that, so it's kind of like a weird, bizarro situation in my mind already, because the guy actually, he looked like he worked out, all that stuff. No, I'm not saying gays don't work out. I'm really digging a hole here, but I'm saying that if I lined them up against the wall, if I lined them up against the wall and you were name their sexual orientation for some reason, usual suspects style, she would have been the one that I picked to be gay, obviously, because she had that hair, and you'd always assume. But it was definitely him, and he has kids, right? So you're like, of course, this guy. But then watch his mannerisms for 5 seconds, and you're like, that guy fucking blows dudes.
I mean, just this, yeah.
And it wasn't getting ready to hit. It was I don't know why the hands curled up, because he wasn't going to use them.
No, he went. No, that's what happens when you fucking there. You think your life's about to end. He put up his hands like this to protect his tits.
I like to think every time I watch that video that he did like a Sam Kinison scream.
Yeah, she's shocked. And the thing is, like, how are you shocked by a person coming up to you at a baseball game? There's like 60,000 people in there. It's not like he reacted like she walked in on him in the bathroom.
Yeah, like he was home alone.
But yeah, no, you can't let a lady, especially one that you definitely could punch in the face if you wanted to. She was like, again, if you took
Very
a poll,
punchable face.
she had a pretty, I think you can get away with a punchable face. Like if she started the violence, I'm pretty sure as a man you can hit her. Like I think she was at that tier crossover. Because there's a crossover.
That's probably what I would have done. Is I would have looked around and seen how if other people are looking like she's the crazy one, then I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna be like, yeah, because they're gonna have my back in court. That's really what matters here. But if everyone's looking at me like I'm the asshole.
Do you think she was going to do anything? If he said
no,
if he's you're not getting the ball, do you think she was going to hit him?
She was going, yeah, which was awesome. She would have got on him.
And then how strong do you think she was? Because listen, the first time she swings at me, it's just you don't even need a lot of pressure. She was small. You push her over the front, the goodbye hips. You sit down, enjoy the game.
You don't got to hit her with an RKO. You just got to push her over the seats.
I agree, but in the moment when this is happening, you're gonna go, this is a lady. I think you're gonna say that too, and you're gonna think, but you're gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is a lady, and I don't think I can hit them. And in between that time, she's gonna be clawing at your eyes, like Weapons. What a great movie!
She fights dirty for sure.
She's gonna fight dirty. She's gonna weapons you. You're gonna get all that. And you really, this should be a national poll to go, all right, there are some women, and I'm not going to say lesbians because obviously they're not all lesbians, but, you know, bigger, butchier women that I'm pretty sure can beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
A normal lady, I don't want to say normal, but like let's say a traditionally sized lady that's small, I'd beat the fuck out of. So you can't hit them. Easily. Wouldn't even be fair. So, but the other bigger butcher ladies can kick my ass. So, but I'm not allowed to hit them either, I don't think. So I think if we took a poll, how do we name the crossover section of now you're allowed to hit them? Like, is that Phillie's lady hittable? Or no, all ladies no? No, because you can't hit a lady with defense either. Like if a hot girl, like if Paris Hilton came and started clawing your eyes out, and you were like, "Gauche!" Like everybody would be super pissed at you.
Bill Burr actually had a great take on this because, like, every year you hear of like a fight in the stands between like two dads, whatever, and one pushes the other. Don't even fight, just pushes. But then they like fall down, crack their skull open, and die. And now like you're on charge for manslaughter. So like you do got to consider that like. Yeah, it'll, and then like you.
This is a vacuum conversation, though. I want to say that this is a vacuum predicament. Let's say that you're in an octagon, fully sanctioned. Herb Dean's there. You got full medical staff around you, and you're lined up. Again, let's say usual suspect style, and you have a hot petite lady up to a good what was that? Gabby Garcia. No, not Gabby Garcia. She's kind of hot, isn't she? What was the one that's ugly? The big giant lady that fights in the MMA, Wayne. Is it Gabby Garcia? Is that her name? The Brazilian?
I don't know.
Monster? Fuck.
I don't know.
I hope that's her name. But anyways, yeah, so that lady who would kill us, who would rip us apart. They had to make her start fighting guys because she was just absolutely killing ladies.
You're talking about
you'll know her. No, that's actually a guy.
Gabby Garcia. Yep, that's one. Yep.
It is Gabby Garcia.
Which is Gabby Garcia. Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So she ended up fighting men, and she's not getting her ass. I mean, just from these clips, she's holding her own.
Yeah. Do you see the picture of her? Do you see? Hold on. Look at this. Do you see this? Can you see that?
I mean, she one punch and all three of us are dead.
So I think everybody in the world will say, yes, you can punch her in the face if you got in a fight. Totally. And then no one's going to be like, that's not fair, Anthony. You totally can hit her. So there are...
So this is the beginning of the episode. You totally can hit her.
The opinions expressed by Anthony do not represent the rest of this podcast.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that you were saying that it's not okay to hit her if she
So
was
here's my
going
thing.
to want to fight you. Huh?
If they hit you first, I'll even knock out a little person. I don't care. If you're hitting me first, we're going toe to toe.
Would you be like, you little person?
But that's
Could
literally
you let it
punching
fly?
down, so I don't know.
Can you let the M slur fly if you're fighting them? Or can you let your freak flag fly if you do that? All right, no, I don't want to get it
I don't
off
think the
this track. 'Cause
slurs. We talked about this, Anthony. The slurs don't count if you remove the final letters. So if you just call them a midge, you're all set.
Yeah, but we quickly realized
missed that
N-word doesn't work if you
discussion.
do that. Yeah, it doesn't. It pretty quickly falls apart.
Yeah, because I can think of a few key examples actually.
Yep, right off the bat, you really like. Yeah,
I hate to not
gonna-
yes and, but
Yeah, they're totally.
I had a little. It was something I thought of when I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was a dumb idea, just a dumb thought, and I immediately texted Anthony the next morning. I'm not going to say it on here because it's super offensive, but I'll tell you later.
Yeah, I had a great comeback to Wayne that encompassed a word that was funny. So where it didn't
all right,
work.
cut that.
Yep. So get back to Gabby Garcia. So you see Gabby everybody, and if you're all 40 of you that are listening, if you see Gabby Garcia, you know that you're allowed to hit her. And it doesn't. I don't even need to assume your gender. You
And
can
if you
fight
see
this
her,
chick.
let them know that Anthony wants to fight, and we'll give you his address.
She'll kill. It wouldn't even be a fight. She would
No.
have her way with
One
it.
punch,
It would be
dude.
Awesome. One punch out. Now, but again, there are exceptions. We are admitting that now. There are exceptions to you can't hit a woman. So now we have to find the line. Who is the line? And I'm going to posit that Phillie's Karen is the line. That's the line.
Which side of
If
the
you
line?
hear-
She's on the you can't hit her side?
Can hit her. She's fucking first
can't.
lady over the line. She's like, you're good, going, excuse me, no, you're fine, you're fine. You're going, oh shit, that lady, right when you fucking see that silver hair. Your hair
So
gets
can you hit
silverier, you get bulker, you're getting hit from that lady on.
I'll agree with that. But by that definition, that Texans woman you couldn't hit, which I think I agree with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But
She's hot.
she was.
Can't hit her.
I'll agree. You know what? Touche, Anthony.
Yep. You can't. She's a little angel. You can't hit a little angel like that. That's not fair, dude. That's the most delicate sex, and you should treat the opposite sex with the respect that they deserve. You should never put hands on them again, unless they are butchier than the Phillies lady. Then you can let it fly. You can let that shit fly. Man, it's 1972 for that Phillies lady. That's what the times are as far as how you can treat her for dinner. So, anyways,
Get back in the
we've gotten
kitchen,
past that.
dollface.
Yeah, yes, maybe. But anyways, they ruined her life, so that was pretty cool. That she did.
Yeah,
that.
she was online saying, "I can't even leave my house." It's like, yeah, well, don't be a fucking C slur.
Yep.
I think you can say.
I have to edit that out. We get lower views when we say that.
All right,
We
never
go
mind.
from
Cut
20 to like 15.
Yeah.
Hey,
it
that's
really
a
hurts.
25% decrease.
It's a huge decrease. Yeah, every time that
There's
we do
also
it.
the. I missed it at the time, but that guy, I think it was at some tennis tournament where he reached over a kid. They were handing, the tennis player was handing the kid his like signed hat or whatever, and this grown ass
Yeah.
adult like reached over his shoulder, grabbed it, and then online
He didn't
people
notice.
same thing roasting him, and he was like, "Guys, that's life. First come, first serve." And everyone was like, "You were second in line, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you're just an asshole."
You know what my favorite tennis videos are? The ones where the ball kids get hit by the tennis balls when they. You know what I mean? They serve and they fuck up and somebody gets hit in the fucking side of the head.
Oh yeah, and then they get up and try to act like they're not like completely
I mean, I
concussed.
feel bad for the kids, but it's still funny.
Yeah, I think they're all rich kids, so I don't feel too bad. But
Yeah.
But they cry most of the time. That's the problem. That's why it's
I
not
know
funny.
it does. You feel bad. They do.
I mean,
Do you laugh
a
when they
tennis
cry?
ball. A tennis ball by fucking.
I would
Nadal.
make you cry if I hit a tennis ball at you. I would make you physically
That's
Wayne
what I'm
Russell
saying.
cry.
It doesn't even need to be the head.
You could lob one. You could underarm lob it at my head, and it would probably hurt. You want
Yeah, they're
Raphael,
hitting
you
it
want
at
fucking-
125 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like water. It's like water's soft until you're hitting it at 100 miles an hour, and then it's concrete. Like, it's gonna hurt. Anything at that speed's gonna hurt.
What's up with stuff like tennis where they make there's like a formal way to be a ball boy? You know what I mean? Like where they hold the ball in place and they're like, and they throw it down like at a particular time. Like, why not just give a nice regular casual throw? Why do they got to be all weird with it? And they all do the same thing, you know? And they all put the hands behind
Some
the back.
sports
and do all
have that formality. Like golf has
That's
that
what I'm wondering. Why
formality,
do
right?
that? Golf has formalities like that. Well,
Soccer.
These are real pretentious sports, though. I don't watch enough soccer. I'll support you. I believe you.
we got
Football. I'm trying to think of the football
would be
equivalent.
nice.
Is like
You go.
football's like ball boy. Yeah. Footballs are like the kick, like the. That was probably a half a second of silence. It felt like 4 minutes. It was brutal.
That was
I'm sure it
forever.
was 2 seconds max. Yeah, but like I mean, baseball. They just have. Oh man, I do love. You guys ever see videos of like the ball boys and ball girls making like sick catches along the foul lines? Oh, it's the
yeah.
best.
That is great.
And then they always
But
give
also
it,
kind of
and they
funny
always
when
give
they
it
get
to a
smashed by a
kid.
ball. They do.
Ooh, baseballs though they'll
They'll
tennis
hurt-
balls
they'll
will
pick it
hurt.
up.
Baseballs will, paralyze you.
Yeah, man, I used to love going to Fenway until they traded goddamn Mookie Betts, and then I couldn't support them anymore.
I think the worst part is that you could have not Mookie Betts and put 17 different players in that, and then it would have still been true.
It would have still been true. That is the goddamn truth. So
Yeah.
so what else are we're trying to? This is the world sucks right now, but I think comedy is important in this moment for us to. Like, I think that's the best comedy ever was for a while was like 2002 to 2007 because everybody was so like you got to see the world as what it really is, which is a hellscape of craziness and weird, terrible people that normal people have to swim through in order to survive and be a society. But comedy was like that realm of escape where people start saying horrible shit that would bring you out of it. And we're there. We got to do that. And not us, obviously. We're just fucking fishing a 5-gallon bucket from Walmart. But like, I know that the mainstream comedians are going to be what gets us out of this goddamn funk that the world's in right now.
I can't wait for Bill Burr's next special. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know it's going to be fantastic because this is what he thrives in. Just like this controversy, it's so good.
Yeah, nothing feels funny. Like I had to. There was obviously the thing last week with the with Charlie Kirk, which was horrible.
It was yesterday.
But I had. Yeah, we're fucking record. This episode comes out on Monday, you dickhead.
Oh, we're really inconsistent with whether we're talking about this week or last week. So
Well, I'm trying to be. Yeah, I know we are pretty inconsistent about that. We are.
I'll
like
tell you
the
what. At the open
Marvel
mics yesterday,
Cinematic Universe.
people had a field day. I went to 2 different mics last night, and people were having field days on
Yeah,
that.
nobody in an
One-
open mic should be making jokes.
No,
Especially
One guy
Yeah.
actually crushed. The others bombed, but one guy crushed.
Yeah.
one guy did a joke that worked. Well, yeah, I stayed. So this is. I had the show the day that it happened. And I was bummed all day, to be honest with you, because it's no matter what you think about it, it's like it's the guy that's 2 years younger than me that has a family, and that's young, and it's horrible.
It does suck that his family was there.
But so, yeah, and it's just a fucking. It's not how you debate things, obviously, but either way, I was feeling more serious than funny that day because it was horrible news. But I had to go right to a show, and it was tough. It was tough. I remember hearing Rogan talk about on his podcast, like the hardest he ever bombed was he there's a horrible natural disaster that happened. And he was just watching it on the news in the green room. They're like, all right, go up. And he went up. He just ate shit for an hour. It was. I luckily only had to do 10 minutes, but it was tough. tough to get shit out for that. Trying to be silly. And somebody did a JFK joke right in the beginning that fucking nuked. Everybody was very upset. Like, yeah, you should not do that today.
So interesting. It was downtown Boston, totally opposite. I mean, it was, regardless of what you believe, it was a celebration, which was interesting.
Ugh.
Like, people were crushing with that material. And part of me is like, all right, well, at least you read the room enough to, like, be like, this is a crowd that will laugh, regardless of whether the crowd should laugh. But I'm surprised to hear that, because, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Have been a celebration. I mean, like,
Shouldn't have, yeah.
I said it to Anthony last night when he told me that JFK thing. Comedy is tragedy plus time, and there was no fucking time. And
Yeah, there's no time. Yeah, I mean, I'll straight up say that if anybody celebrated that he died, you're gonna have to blurb this one more time, Wayne. But you are a cunt piece of shit if you celebrated that.
I'm not gonna blur. I'm not gonna bleep that because that's 100% true. Regardless of your thoughts on Charlie Kirk or anybody, you should fight them with words. You don't take away their freedom of speech. And people online saying, "Good, he deserved it." Who deserves to get shot in the neck in front of the entire world for speaking? You know what I mean? For having your thoughts. If you feel that strongly about the shit that he was doing, why don't you go to college campuses? Why don't you do the same thing but in the opposite way? You know what I mean?
Or he would let you debate him. He literally he calls it an open mic because it is an open mic there. But anyways, it's not like I don't want to get too much into the person itself. It's more like it's the reaction to that because I don't know. You're talking about even like a war we fight with like in Iraq. If you were a good person and you heard that innocents died there, you still felt bad. And you're still a piece of shit if that you were applauding them for being killed. So you're a piece of shit now too if you're applauding that guy for getting killed. And if I know you and you did that, delete my number. There you go.
Yeah, I unfriended a lot of people. I won't even go because I can go on my regardless of who it was. It just like that is such a shitty thing. There's a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old that will never get to hug their father again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is a fucked up thing. I don't know if it means more to me now because I have a son, and I put myself in that position. It definitely does. Where, what if I just didn't come home one day? Just because somebody didn't like what I had to say or they had differing opinions. To sit there and to openly go and say, well, he fucking deserved it. Go fuck yourself. This
I don't know how many, and again, that's like I don't want to fight a straw man on Twitter too, where you're just like, there's people going to say the most horrible shit on Twitter ever, so you can't take that personal. So those I don't really care about. But if you like, again, if I'm at a show and immediately people are like, "That's awesome that happened," like you fucking suck. You should not feel that way about other people, especially ones that. Like it is an assassination. Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's like also the people last year that when it happened to Trump, they were like, oh, this close. And you're like, that's the president. It's the president of the United States. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like
the problem, not to get too deep in the weeds, but the problem now, the other thing people saying, well, what about the school shooting that happened and the girl on the train? And yeah, that's fucking horrible. Don't get mad at people for not knowing that didn't happen. You know who you get mad at? Get mad at NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox News, CNN. Get mad at those people. Don't get mad at your other, the opposite political views. What they want is they want us to fight each other, and they're letting it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. And so there's the Minnesota Democrat who got killed a couple months ago. And I've seen the argument a lot of like this happened to him and Charlie Kirk, and look at the big uproar. What about this lady? And totally, like that's horrible that happened to her. But here's why that's a stupid fucking argument. He's one of the most famous people in the world. Like, there's a
Yeah.
huge difference when that happened. I'm not saying like one life's more valuable than the other. I'm just saying you should expect a bigger uproar if one of the most famous people in the world dies, as opposed to somebody that nobody knows dies. That's just how it goes. You should feel the same sympathy for them. But if the whole world gets an uproar over the famous person, it's because they all know him. Like, kind of stupid argument.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because like I read something on it was on X. Somebody was like, "I didn't see you guys posting when this happened." It's like I didn't know it happened. Like,
Yeah,
that's
once
why
again,
you don't feel that
talk,
way.
talk to your news outlets. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
their fault. You know who?
But no.
I just talked to some. Oh, I just talked to somebody that went to Ireland, and he was saying how the news over there is so open. Like everybody over there knows everything that's going on. When you come here, it's not that way. You know, they put the blinders
they're
on you.
compartmentalized.
Yep, they show you what they want you to see. That's why they don't like
Yeah.
things like X and TikTok and things like that, because people will put shit out there that they can't always control. You know what I mean?
And politics is lame. It just fucking is to like ideas are
is lame.
cool. Politics are lame when you're just like, this is my team. Like, listen, if you're gonna go teams, the New England Patriots need some fans right now, all right? Because we fucking suck, and it would be helpful to get some actual people that want team dynamics to go in that direction. But if you're talking about like issues, it's like, how can it be team issues? Like, it's like when they do one of those bills in Congress, and it's like, oh, this is the bill to support puppies, and you're like, 5 lines in, it says you kill puppies, and they're like, well, yeah, it's part of the bill, but we got to get that to save them. We got to kill them 1st. It's one of those situations where it just doesn't make sense. Like, you should look at everything issue by issue, and then make your determinations that way on life. But this isn't funny. I know that everybody's probably like, this isn't funny, but it's important.
I've spent this whole time trying to get an opportunity to make a joke to pull us out of this. I had no opportunities.
There's no need.
man,
And sometimes, yeah, sometimes just shit happens. You need to get off your chest. You need to talk about it. People are feeling one way or another, and I'm sure there's some people listening that were like, "Good, fuck him." But look at yourself a little
Yeah.
bit. You know what I mean? Like,
We gotta rally-
this
we
is
gotta
the thing I
rally
hate about
together.
Politics is it so like nowadays, or we'll say from like 2016 on, probably before that, but people paid more attention. But it's torn so many families apart just because of differing views on things like abortion and immigration, and like it's okay to have differing views. Everybody has their own views based on what is right for you and your family and how you make your money and how you live your life, right? There's no reason why we can't still be friends. And I have friends that are so far on one side. I'm in the middle. I'm a little more right leaning, but I'm pretty much in the middle. I'm fine with everybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what your
Wayne's
beliefs are.
hard
Just
right.
don't be hateful.
I call him
I'm
hard
not
right,
far
Wayne.
right. I'm not
Yeah,
far
call him
right.
hard
That
right
actually just
Wayne all the
describes
time.
his penis. It's just a hard right turn.
It's a super hard right turn. Yeah, hey, everybody does different things. Like Jeremy has enough silicone inside of his body from sex toys that he might as well be a synthetic from the movie Aliens. Like it's just
Yeah, I don't have
fucking- that's where he
microplastics.
is.
I have macroplastics.
He's
Just full of macroplastics.
Oh man, you should have been Mr. Fantastic and the Fantastic Four. Like, you want to see something stretch? Fucking shit. Yeah. So everybody hug each other. Hug everybody close today for this, and just remind yourself that the world is a scary place, and there are things more serious than life. And then listen to a Louis C.K. or old Richard Pryor or an old George Carlin record, and remember to laugh, because it's laugh time in this dark,
Carlin's-
dirty world.
He's great because you look at him and you think he's going to say one thing and he says the exact opposite, and he makes such a good point in the process. He's just like
does.
the best for that. But speaking of disagreements, I am shocked we've made it 43 minutes of recording and Anthony hasn't shat on my Yankees shirt. The second I sat down, I thought this was going to be an issue.
Oh my god! Well, your tit is cut off by the thing. I didn't notice that. Why? What are
It's
you
a Jeter
doing?
shirt. I gotta respect
He's-
Jeter.
Fuck
Gotta
him.
respect Jeter.
What are you talking about? You gotta respect Jeter. Look at his face. Oh my god, his face looks like a Maria cookie. You ever eat a Maria cookie? That's exactly what his face looks like.
I'm not saying he's welcome in the polycule. I'm just saying he's got 3,000 hits and was never ejected.
Oh yeah, I know he was never ejected because he gave hand jobs to umpires into the stands. Oh, I hate what a smug
well, then in that
face
case,
that son of a bitch had. And then he brought Alex Rodriguez over, and those tandem over there was just the worst people in the history of the league. And he always sat there with his face like, I never show any emotion on the diamond. You'd think, yeah. If he was on the Red Sox, do I love him? Yeah, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
that he wasn't.
You'd be
so
fist
I
fighting me right now.
hate him.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
that is how it goes.
That's I would tell you this. If Mookie Betts wasn't traded from the Red Sox, we'd have a real problem. But they traded him, and now, to be honest with you, the Yankees are kind of cooler a lot of the time. Aaron Judge is awesome. He's pretty sweet. He's like Jeter on steroids, literally.
Yeah. Well, that's A-Rod, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. I do respect A-Rod's game, though, I got to say. Old school, skinny Seattle shortstop, Alex Rodriguez, best hitter in baseball history.
Yeah, he screwed
No,
himself.
short time.
He's not going in the hall. He's not going into Cooperstown. Cooperstown, right? Yeah. For his fault.
I know, and then we found out steroids are fucking awesome, and everybody should take them. And which now we should go back. You know what I never thought is I'd go back to Roger Clemens and be like, "We're sorry, we really gave you a lot of shit for that."
They just
Go
did that
to
with
Barry
Pete
Bonds.
Rose. They were like, "Sorry about that, dude."
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
sure
he
he's
was
already dead, too.
betting on games and banging hookers, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now everybody bets
Hey.
too. You're right. So it is kind of the same thing. Everybody bets
Yeah,
on their
it's-
phone now. They're like, "Sorry, Pete Rose. This is sweet." We're
Sorry, we
also
ruined your
degenerates.
career.
Do you bet on sports, Jeremy? You seem like you would.
I try not to. Last season I did. I'm too much of a Patriots fan. I can't root against them, and it's hard to bet on them to win the past few seasons. So I was just like, I'm done losing money. What about you? Do you bet? I doubt Wayne does.
No.
But Wayne might
Wayne
bet
does
on
not bet either.
UFC.
Nope.
No.
Wayne's not a better. Which is a
I
good
would.
man.
Back in
I
the
have
day, I
a-
used to do like bets at my house with people. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now it's like you can put together any parlay you want on your fucking phone, and then it's plus
not
9,000
knowledgeable
odds or
enough
whatever.
to do that at the moment.
That's what they
Yeah.
want.
Although
That's what they want.
that UFC 317, I correctly guessed all the winners on that main card
There we
after
go.
watching all their fights.
See,
I
that's the-
correctly guessed who was going to win.
So I have a friend named Matt that Wayne knows. Wayne knows Matt, and he's one of the most passionate sports fans that I've ever seen in my entire life. And his team is the Patriots, but his passion is strictly of anger. Anger when they don't succeed, anger when they don't do the right thing. Never joyous. When they win, he goes, "You should have won," and when they lose, he goes, "How could you do this to me?" So that's kind of the range of emotions that he has. But he came up with the most
Sounds like a
ingenious
chill
thing.
dude.
Oh, it's the best. So what he did
Oh fuck.
during the Patriots run, second half dynasty run, is some of the most intricate work I've ever seen a man do. He takes credit for the Patriots Super Bowl victories of 2016 and 18. He takes credit for them because what he did was when the Patriots would go to the playoffs, he'd bet against them in every game. He'd go, they're going to lose. Because if they lost, he won money. So he felt good about losing. And if they won, he didn't care he lost the money because he would be like, I made this happen. And he did that like every year he did that, they won. Every year he didn't do that, they lost. So we've all decided that which is an insane. He's like, I put a lot of money on them to lose the Super Bowl. And I'm like, why would you do that? We want them. And he's like, because I'm buying us the Super Bowl. You thank me now. And then we won. It was the Atlanta game. It was insane.
Yeah, tell this dude I'll buy him therapy. This is clearly a deep-seated issue. We actually, now that you say that, my mother, to this day, is not allowed to watch Patriots games. The last one she watched was the 18-1 game. She didn't watch anything that season until that game. And then my uncle was like,
2007?
you're never watching a game again.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to talk about his license plate?
Oh, the Miss Pearl? He doesn't have that anymore.
I know. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, his initials are M. Like if you did the first letter of his name, Matt. His name's Matt M, and his last name, if you did the first three letters, it is MSPURL. So if he put it on his license plate, M Spurl, Matt. You know, I don't want to say his full name because I just shout out him for his degenerate gambling. But so he got his license plate done, and Spurl like, yeah, look at me. I got it's like A huge, you know, like, it's my name. And we showed up we're like Miss Pearl, and we that sucks. That sucks. That's one of those. Like, it's like one of those pictures where it's like mountains and tits, and you're like, what do you see? And then someone tells you what it actually is, and you can't unsee
The
it.
Rorschach
It's
test.
definitely like that.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like the.
that's so
You ever
good.
watch Arrested Development?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you haven't. Oh my god. Do you remember when Tobias?
You haven't watched by Arrested Development? Damn.
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta
very
watch it,
jealous
so
of
good.
you. You have a new thing to watch. Go get right after this. Get on there. It's one of the best
Oh, it's
comedies ever.
incredible. But you remember when Tobias? He's like, I'm going to be an analyst and a therapist. I'm going to be the world's first analrapist. And the card said,
Yeah.
rapist.
You definitely have to believe that, or then nobody's gonna see us.
That is
Yeah,
good.
definitely watch that. At least the first three
yeah.
seasons. Fourth season was
Yes.
kind of
Will do.
you got to watch the remix. Fifth season was pretty good.
Oh, you think the watch a remix? You think waiting for the first time views to have them do the remix versions?
Yeah, because it's in the order it should have been. Season 4.
What is
That's
this,
true.
Star Wars?
So what happened was
It's very like that. Yeah.
yeah, season 4 got picked up like years and years later, and they couldn't get all the actors together at the same time, so they shot it compartmentally. So each episode would follow a different character, and the episodes would weave into one another. So as you watched further and further, you're like, oh, I remember this from that episode. So what they did was people didn't like that, so they remixed it and they put the scenes together so it was one contiguous in timeline order.
It is way better.
What the? Sounds like a production
Yeah.
nightmare.
It was season
Yeah,
4 was kind of
again.
it had some funny parts to it. Season 5 was decent, not as good as seasons 1 through 3, but if nothing else, watch 1 through 3 and just end it.
There we go. All right, let's talk about our future dates for the next week so we can get the fuck out of here. None of you.
All
All
right,
right, I'll start.
All right, Anthony, you start.
All right, I'm going last Friday.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Fuck, yeah. MC Universe. Last Friday, I was at Wicked Funny for the comedy contest that they had at Salvatore's in Lawrence because they didn't do it at Wicked Funny because they're doing renovations there. And I'm like, damn, the only reason why I entered is so I could do a spot at Wicked Funny because that place is awesome. And now I'm doing an Italian restaurant in a venue that they have here, which I hear is a pretty sweet room. So who knows? Maybe it went awesome. But maybe I hate myself. So you never know there. But after that, got some. I'm doing Empire Comedy Club a lot in Portland now. Go check that out. I'll be there like once a week. So they have shows all over the place. That's fun. And then I got a cool one in Warner, New Hampshire. There's still some tickets left for Tony V and Ken Rogerson. That's going to be sick. I can't wait for
Great
that.
show. Great show.
You got
I'm
it.
easy. I just got Wednesdays at the Point, Sundays at Grand 10, and then this coming Monday, the 22nd, I'm going to be at Grand 10 for what is it? Whatever their show is, Bruin Laughs. No, at Grand 10, Castle Island, right next to Grand 10. It's a great show or showcase. We have a great time. It's at a bar. It's great. It's fun. You get to
That's
drink
cool
and
little room. I did that one time.
It's a very colorful room. Yeah, I like that room. It's run by the same people that run Grand 10.
Yeah.
But that's it for me. I got Mike's coming up, but I don't know the date yet. Or not Mike's, Nick's with Mike.
Oh yeah, next comedy stop. That'll be good for you. 2 nights ago, I was at the Phoenician in Haverhill with Rafi Gonzalez and Jeff Cohen. And then this Thursday, I'm going to be at Giggles. Not Giggles proper. It's not Giggles proper. It's just Giggles the stage. It's a fundraiser. It's not put on by Giggles, but I still get to perform there, which is cool.
Have Hey, they
That's
can't
with
take the
Christine
sign off the
Hurley.
wall, I don't think.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like going to college on a satellite campus. Like you're going to like UMass Lowell at Worcester or something like that.
Yeah. That's with Christine Hurley, Jacques Lambert, and Mike Katrobis, and myself. And then 2 nights later, on Saturday, I'm at the Tupelo Music Hall. And I forget who's on that show with me. Or who I'm on that show with, I should say, because it's definitely not my show. But very excited to go there. I know everybody.
I think it's actually, wasn't it a showcase anyway? So isn't that your show as much as anybody else's show?
I don't think so. I can't remember who was on it.
I thought it was a showcase. Well, that's going to be fucking sick. Go check out Wayne at Tupelo. That's such a really nice room. You ever been there, Jeremy?
No, I haven't.
It
That's
is
on
a
Saturday?
700-seat mini theater kind of thing. Really, really big. They have 3 levels of seats, so they'll do, how the show sells. They'll fill the first level and,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. It can be scattered technically because you can buy seats anywhere, but normally, the front fills up and then that works up the back. But yeah,
Is that Saturday the 20th?
Yeah.
Is that what it is, Wayne?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm out of town. All right, next time one of y'all do it, I gotta come.
Oh, you know what I'm doing that night, actually? It sucks because I would love to go see Wayne, but I am very excited. I'm doing my first bucket show. You ever done one of those, Jeremy?
A bucket show? No. I know bucket pole open mics, but that's it.
So what I'm doing is for Empire. Really excited about getting into their lineups of shows because they do different types of shows, so you can kind of fuck around. So they do a non-material show where the audience writes down what they want people to riff on.
I have done this, yes. Okay.
How'd it go when you did it? I've never done it before.
It went well. It's
it
fun. If you can think on your feet quick, which I'm good at, it's fun. Every now and then you get stumped by a prompt and you just have to answer a slightly different question. But as long as you'll make it funny, they don't really care if you answer the question. So it's a fun challenge. It's a very fun.
I'm excited about it because I do think I'm good at that one, but 2, I think that the feeling that you're going to be giving them crowd work is what it's going to feel like is the hardest laughs that people ever do are crowd work laughs. So I feel like it could
You need to
that
make sure you
perfect
record
storm
that.
of.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely going to record that one.
Yeah, the crowd
Unless
gives you a
there's
lot
5
of credit for
people.
being spontaneous. Like if they feel like you're making it up in the spot, like you probably will be, they give you a lot of credit.
They do.
Yeah, I'm doing a thing in Haverhill with Freddie Sibeli. It's like we all go do a set, and then they're doing like a game show after. So each comic will compete against one of the audience members in like a Price is Right style game show. I don't know what to expect from that, but it sounds pretty cool.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah.
Check that one out. All right, last thing. I got booed the other day by a lady. Did I tell you that, Wayne?
No.
And I apologized.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those shows that there was 5 people at the show, and the first person got 0 people to even look at him. They were just looking at the ground through all his jokes. It was really awkward, and I was having a pretty good set, but I was what I was trying to do was I made a joke about how I can't see them, so I didn't even know if when I was turning my head to deliver a joke, if I was saying it to anybody, if I was saying it into darkness, which would have looked ridiculous. So I riffed on that a little bit, big laughs there, riffed on how there's nobody there. But then I'd try to throw, all right, now I'm going to start doing a joke. And I'd start doing a joke, and I could tell I'd start losing them because there's 5 of them. There's they just couldn't get into material. They just wanted to talk. So I would just do a joke, get a little bit, then I'd go on it, get a little bigger laugh out of them. But anyways, I did one. I have a Ticket to Pound Town joke, and it's it has been hitting the hardest that's been hitting in my set if the crowd is good, and meaning if I had been doing good enough to be on a roll, it really is a good topper. But I think it's a really tough joke if you're not doing well because it's an awkward kind of. Darker material joke, and I did it anyways, and I had one person chuckle, and then one lady was like, boo. And I was like, did you just boo me? I was like, there's 5 of you, how could you do that to me? It's the hardest thing to do in the world. And she was like this, out. I did the funeral one.
And she booed
So I'll say
that?
the joke because it doesn't matter. I have a joke that I really change the ending depending on what I do, which is my wife got me a physical certificate that said "Ticket to Pound Town," redeemable anytime, any place, and so that's the start. And usually it gets a good chuckle, and it did at the venue. But then I say, like, if I want to be dark, I'll say. I had a much better time at her cousin's funeral than I thought I would. The implication being I used the Ticket to Pound Town at her cousin's funeral. I like that one. I have another one that says I used it every day for 30 days before I realized she wanted me to use it with just her. So that's another one that's like clean enough. So I don't know which one's good. So I've been trying them back and forth to try to kill like which one is better. Wayne likes the funeral one the best. Which one do you like better, Jeremy? What's your opinion on those two?
I'm gonna vote funeral, but I really like both of them. I maybe if you just shorten the other one.
Yeah, the thing about the one about cheating on her is that Wayne was right in this. Is I kind of look like an asshole at the end of it, like I'm cheating on my wife, and I have had a couple groans from that, which really turns you off. But anyways, I did the funeral one, and the lady went boo, and I was like,
Is
listen,
that how she did it?
you're so. She like it was because it was every other joke was silence. There's 5 people there, so they would just be awkward silence. I'd go fuck this sucks, and I'd start another joke or a riff or something like that. But I would never. I saw like 3 other because everybody didn't get basically a laugh the whole time, and so I saw everybody just be like dead-eyed, do their set like, and then move on to the next joke when they got no laughs. And I can't do that anymore. Like when a joke doesn't work, I look at them, I go, "What more do you want from me?" And I yell at them. But anyways, I was doing that, and then there was just a silence, and the lady went, "Boo!" Like she was because at that point I was deep into my set, and I had kind of a rapport with all 5 of them. Like I kept talking to them individually. So she was just kind of like her way of saying that wasn't a good one, because she was playful. She wasn't a bitch about it. She was really nice. But how I played it off is I went, "How dare you boo me?" On second thought, I looked at her. I was like, "You're kind of hot, so I'm gonna allow it." I'm gonna allow it because you are hot, and I would sex you. And then that's how I ended.
And because she's hot, you can't hit her.
Couldn't. No. This is not one hittable one. There was one hittable lady there. I tell you. All right. On that note, everybody, it was a quest. Wait, do we get everything? Has the quest been completed?
No,
laugh there?
We're still on our quest.
One thing.
All right.
I don't know if we mentioned we started. We kind of like took over along with Jacques from Carnival Personnel podcast. We took over the 19 Carter open mic. So keep an eye open if you're interested in coming up. Yep.
Yeah, go to our open mic.
First Monday of the month.
Every month.
Aside from holidays, we just did our first one a couple nights ago, and it was packed. We had 16 comics, and there was probably 20, 25 people there total. It's one of those mics. Everybody stays to the end. I had a buddy of mine, somebody that I just met recently, that came and did his first set. He did a little over 3 minutes. And he fucking crushed it for his first time. It was really, really cool to watch.
Love that.
But that's the kind of place.
I'm so disappointed I missed that.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. But yeah, keep an eye open for the post on that so you can sign up because spots are limited and it fills up fast.
Anthony gets last
raised
word
my
here.
hand.
What's up?
I wanted real quick about the open Carter. You want to come to this mic? If you want to come to this mic, we have an Eventbrite page that you sign up for, where you can get a spot. When it says sold out, that's when all the spots are out. Now here's the thing: if you sign up for a spot and then you don't come to it, you are dead to me. You are your body is in another realm to us, and I will.
You better
not
be in the
put
damn
you on
hospital.
it. I will. Yeah, you better have I want a doctor's note if this is going to happen, or I will not allow you to do it for 3 months. You get a 3-month punishment if you do that. So I see a lot of other mics that are starting up. Like Justin's doing a cool show where he's like donating money to charity. He's like really making it a positive message for comedy, which is incredible. I'm doing the opposite. This is negative. I will hurt you emotionally if you fuck with this mic. This is for personal gain only. You go in there and you work on your shit and you don't disrespect the mic and you come if you sign up. Everybody good? Everybody agree? Wayne?
I agree.
Quest? For laughs.